All right, let's talk about Pakistan. When you hear that name, what comes to mind? Let's be real. For most of the world, the brand is not great. It's a cocktail of chaos, crisis, and political drama that would make a telenovela writer say, okay, maybe dial it back a bit. The headlines are a constant stream of economic meltdowns, political instability, and that one uncle on WhatsApp forwarding conspiracy theories. It's a country that seems to be perpetually teetering on the brink, a place defined by what's going wrong. It's the friend you love, but you also have to start every story with, look, it's complicated. So with all that noise, all that static, you have to ask the question, is there anything to actually about Pakistan? Is there a soul, a beating heart, beneath the layers of bad press and bureaucratic nightmares? Can you find genuine, unironic joy in a place that's famous for, well, not being joyful? It's a fair question. You look at the news, you see the data, and you think, yikes, that's a whole lot of yikes. It's easy to write it off, to just put it in the too hard basket and move on. But here's the thing, we think there is. We think if you push past the scary graphics and the frantic news chyrons, you'll find something incredible, something resilient, something beautiful and hilarious and profound. So today, we're doing a deep dive. We're going beyond the headlines to find the pockets of light in the organized chaos. Forget the doom scrolling for a second. We're going to give you 10, count them, things that we absolutely love about Pakistan. Buckle up, this is gonna be a ride. First up, the absolute core of it all, the people. And look, I know what you're thinking. Oh, the people, how original, every travel vlogger says that. But in Pakistan, it hits different. We're talking about a population that has been put through the ringer again and again. Economic collapse, just another Tuesday, political upheaval. That's the pre-game show for the cricket match. Floods, earthquakes, you name it, they've faced it, and yet they persist with a level of grit that is just staggering. It's a national superpower. This isn't just about survival, it's about thriving in the face of absurdity. It's the shopkeeper who, after his street floods for the third time this year, puts on his shalwar, wades through the water, and opens for business. It's the students studying for their exams by candlelight during another 8-hour power cut. This resilience is baked into the DNA. It's a quiet, stubborn refusal to be broken. It's the collective shrug and the chalega, the "it'll be fine" that echoes from Karachi to Khyber. They've seen it all and they're still here, ready for the next round. And let's talk about the hospitality. The legendary Mehman Nawazi. It's so intense, it's almost aggressive. You could be a complete stranger lost on a side street, and within 5 minutes, you'll be sitting in someone's living room, being force-fed a plate of biryani and 3 cups of chai, while their entire extended family interrogates you about your life. They will give you the shirt off their back, even if it's the only one they have. It's a generosity that defies economic logic, a warmth that melts the cynical heart. This isn't the fake customer service smile. It's a deep, genuine human connection that says, you are here, you are with us, and for this moment, you are family. It's a determination to find and create joy, to share a laugh, to argue passionately about cricket, to find humanity in the middle of madness. The Pakistani people are the country's greatest, most unbreakable asset. Their spirit is the ultimate act of defiance against a world that expects them to fail. And for that, we love them. Now let's get lyrical, because in Pakistan, poetry isn't some dusty subject you were forced to study in high school. It's alive. It breathes in the air. It's the soundtrack to love, loss, and revolution. We're talking about a literary tradition so rich, so profound, it's basically a national treasure. The Urdu and Punjabi languages are practically designed for poetry, with a rhythm and a depth that can capture the most complex human emotions in a single couplet. It's the software that runs the country's emotional hardware. Think about the titans, Ghalib, with his witty, heartbreaking explorations of love and existence that are still quoted in everyday conversation over 150 years later. Or Allama Iqbal, the philosopher-poet whose words literally dreamed a nation into being. And then there's Faiz Ahmed Faiz, the revolutionary. His verses became anthems for the oppressed, words so powerful that dictators threw him in jail. But you can't imprison an idea. His poetry became a symbol of resistance, whispered in secret and sung in protest. This poetic spirit isn't confined to books. It's performed, it's sung, it's blasted from truck speakers. You hear it in the soul-stirring magic of a Qawwali performance, where singers like the late, great Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan could send audiences into a state of spiritual ecstasy. You feel it in the haunting melodies of a ghazal, where the pain of separation and the beauty of longing are laid bare for all to see. It's a communal experience, a way for people to connect with centuries of shared history and emotion. In a country often fractured by politics and ethnicity, poetry is the great unifier. It's a common language that transcends all divides. It's how people make sense of the world, how they articulate their deepest sorrows and their most ecstatic joys. It's the ultimate coping mechanism. When life gets too chaotic, when the words fail you, you can always turn to a verse from Faiz or a line from Bulleh Shah. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is beauty, there is meaning, and there is a voice for the soul. In an age of 15-second TikToks and infinite scrolling, where our attention spans are shot, Pakistan holds on to something precious, the classical Urdu novel. This isn't just about nostalgia for a bygone era, it's about finding depth and solace in a world that's increasingly shallow. It's the literary equivalent of slow-cooked Halim. It takes time, it's complex, but my God, the payoff is worth it. These novels are a portal to a different time, a different way of thinking and feeling. Let's talk about the masters. Writers like Karachalain Haider, whose magnum opus Agh Qadariya, River of Fire, is this epic sprawling journey through 2,500 years of South Asian history. Reading it is like a PhD in cultural identity. Or Abdullah Hussein's Udas Naslain, The Weary Generations, which captures the trauma and upheaval of partition with a raw, unflinching honesty that will stick with you forever. These aren't beach reads, they are emotional and intellectual workouts. What makes these novels so powerful is their ability to capture the intricate tapestry of society. They delve into the nuances of family dynamics, the subtleties of class and tradition, the inner turmoil of their characters. They explore big ideas, identity, belonging, faith, modernity, with a grace and sophistication that you just don't find in a hot take on Twitter. They provide context. They remind you that the problems of today are rooted in the complexities of yesterday. Reading these classics is an act of defiance. It's choosing depth over distraction. It's a way to disconnect from the frantic energy of the present and reconnect with a richer, more contemplative world. In the quiet pages of a book by Bano Qudsiya or Ashfaq Ahmed, you can find a kind of wisdom and understanding that feels like a balm for the modern soul. It's a reminder that the most profound truths are often found not in the noise of the now, but in the echoes of the past. If necessity is the mother of invention, then in Pakistan she's a mother of 12. We're talking about Jugaar, that untranslatable word that means a creative, often unorthodox hack or workaround. It is the lifeblood of the nation. It's a mindset, a philosophy, a way of life. When systems fail, when resources are scarce, when the official solution is non-existent, the Pakistani people don't just give up. They innovate, they improvise, they make it work. You see this genius everywhere. It's in the roadside workshops where mechanics can fix a 20-year-old Suzuki with nothing but a wrench, a hammer, and sheer force of will. It's in the Chingchi rickshaws, those motorcycle trolley hybrids that are a marvel of grassroots engineering, born out of a need for cheap, efficient transport. It's the guy who turns a washing machine motor into a fan during a heat wave. It's creative problem solving on a national scale. And honestly, it's more impressive than half the startups in Silicon Valley. This spirit of ingenuity isn't just mechanical, it's social and cultural. It's the art of navigating a labyrinthine bureaucracy, knowing exactly which contact to call to get your paperwork stamped. It's the way communities come together to solve local problems, building their own small bridges or water systems when the government is nowhere to be found. It's a testament to the resourcefulness of people who have learned not to rely on broken systems, but to build their own parallel ones. And okay, let's be real, this ingenuity has a dark side. The same cunning that can fix a tractor can also be used for, let's call it creative political maneuvering. The same genius for finding loopholes is why a politician might declare a helicopter as a personal expense of a few rupees per kilometer. It's a double-edged sword. But you have to admire the sheer audacity, the creativity of it all. It's a nation of master hackers, constantly finding the backdoors and cheat codes to the game of life. It's chaotic, yes, but it's also brilliant. For a country that often seems stuck in the past, the future is incredibly bright, and it's all thanks to the youth. There is a new generation of Pakistanis who are rewriting the script. They grew up with the internet, they've seen the world, and they are not content with the status quo. They are taking the raw, chaotic energy of Pakistan and channeling it into art, music, film, and journalism that is bold, innovative, and unapologetically Pakistani. Look at the film industry. For years it was a joke. But now, you have young filmmakers creating movies that are winning awards at international film festivals. They're tackling tough subjects: gender inequality, religious extremism, social justice, with a courage that is breathtaking. They're showing the world a side of Pakistan that goes beyond the stereotypes. They're telling their own stories in their own voice. And the world is finally starting to listen. It's a cinematic renaissance happening in real time. And it's not just film. The music scene is exploding with new sounds, blending traditional folk and classical influences with electronic beats, indie rock, and hip hop. The fashion industry is producing designers who are making waves globally, creating designs that are both modern and deeply rooted in tradition. And then there are the journalists and activists, many of them young women, who are using social media to speak truth to power, often at great personal risk. They are fighting for a more just, more open, more tolerant society. These young creators are the vanguard of a cultural revolution. They are navigating a complex landscape, balancing tradition with modernity, censorship with expression, hope with despair. They are doing it with passion, with talent, and with an incredible amount of guts. They are the ones building the future of the country, pixel by pixel, note by note, word by word. They are the living, breathing proof that Pakistan's most exciting chapter is still being written. Let's talk about language. Not just Urdu or Punjabi, but the glorious, beautiful linguistic mashup that is Paklish. It's Pakistani English, and it's a work of art. It's not just English with an accent. It's a whole new dialect, a living language that is constantly evolving. It's a beautiful mess of Victorian-era formalities, American slang, and direct translations from Urdu that make perfect sense to 220 million people and absolutely no one else. You have these charming, slightly archaic phrases that feel like they've been teleported straight from a 19th century British novel. People will talk about their good name instead of just their name. They'll ask you to do the needful when they need you to do something. They might even pass out of university instead of graduating. It's like the ghost of the British Raj is still hanging around, politely correcting everyone's grammar. It's a linguistic time capsule, and it's utterly delightful. Then you have the creative expressions, the phrases born from the unique Pakistani experience. Someone might tell you they're getting bored from something. They'll talk about preponing a meeting instead of bringing it forward. And my personal favorite, telling someone don't eat my brain when they're annoying you. It's so much more visceral than just saying stop bothering me. It's a language that is playful, inventive, and incredibly expressive. This linguistic blend is a reflection of Pakistan's identity, a crossroads of cultures, a blend of East and West, a place where the traditional and the modern are constantly bumping into each other. Paklish is the sound of that collision. It's a code, a marker of belonging. It's a language that carries the weight of history in one phrase and the lightness of a meme in the next. It's ours, and we wouldn't have it any other way. We are like this only. Pakistan has a love affair, a deep, passionate, all-consuming love affair with sugar. The national sweet tooth is honestly legendary. And we're not just talking about dessert after a meal, we're talking about a fundamental part of the cultural fabric. Every celebration, every festival, every piece of good news is marked by the distribution of mithai. Got a new job? Here's a box of gulab jamun. Passed an exam? Have some barfi. A baby is born? Get ready for an avalanche of jalebi. The sheer variety is, well, mind-boggling. You have the syrupy, decadent gulab jamuns and the crispy, bright orange coils of jalebi. There's the rich, dense halwa made from carrots or semolina, and the delicate, milky perfection of kheer. And let's not forget the king of summer drinks, the neon pink elixir of life known as Roo Afza. It's honestly a sugary universe of its own, a testament to a belief that life, no matter how bitter, can always be sweetened. This love for sweets is deeply embedded in the culture of sharing and hospitality. Offering someone something sweet is a gesture of goodwill, of friendship, of celebration. It's a way of sharing your happiness with the people around you. Walk into any home and you'll likely be offered something sweet along with your chai. To refuse is almost unthinkable. It's not just food, it's a social lubricant, a vehicle for connection. But here's the bittersweet reality. This national obsession has a dark side. Pakistan is facing a massive diabetes crisis. The very thing that brings so much joy is also causing a major public health problem. It's a perfect, tragic metaphor for the country itself, an indulgence in the sweet, joyful moments of life, even with the knowledge of the bitter consequences that might follow. It's the pursuit of sweetness in the face of a harsh reality, and you have to love the beautiful, tragic commitment to it. If you want to see a Pakistani get truly fiercely patriotic, don't talk about politics or cricket. Talk about two things: mountains and mangoes. These are 2 points of national pride that are pure, unadulterated, and honestly, universally agreed upon. They are nature's gift to the country. And frankly, Pakistanis will not shut up about them. And you know what? They're right not to, because they are both, in a word, majestic. First, the mountains. We're not talking about cute little hills, we're talking about the big boys, the heavyweights of the planet. Pakistan is home to the convergence of three of the world's mightiest mountain ranges: the Himalayas, the Karakoram, and the Hindu Kush. It has 5 of the world's 14 peaks over 8,000 meters, including the Savage Mountain itself, K2. The scale is epic. The beauty is breathtaking. It's a landscape that humbles you, that puts all your petty human problems into perspective. The northern areas of Pakistan are a paradise for adventurers, a place of jagged peaks, turquoise lakes, and ancient glaciers. It's a side of the country that is completely at odds with the chaotic image of its sprawling cities. It's serene, powerful, and timeless. This landscape is a source of immense pride, a reminder of the raw, natural beauty that defines their piece of the earth. It is the country's stunning, rugged crown. And then there are the mangoes. And let me be clear, all other mangoes are imposters. Pakistani mangoes, especially the legendary Chaunsa, are a gift from the gods. They are not just a fruit, they are a religious experience. The sweetness, the aroma, the complete lack of fibrous stringiness, it's perfection. The summer mango season is a national event. Families send boxes to each other as gifts. Debates rage over which variety is the best. It's a unifying obsession. Together, the mountains and mangoes represent the best of Pakistan's natural world. One a symbol of enduring strength, the other a symbol of fleeting, perfect sweetness. Okay, this one is complicated, but you can't talk about modern Pakistan without acknowledging its booming defense sector. And nothing symbolizes this quite like the missiles. Yes, the things that go boom. In Pakistan, these aren't just hidden away in secret military silos. They are public monuments. You will find life-sized replicas of the Gauri or Shaheen missiles mounted in the middle of roundabouts in major cities. It's like, welcome to Faisalabad. Please enjoy our beautiful parks, our historic clock tower, and this intercontinental ballistic missile. On one level, there's a genuine sense of national pride here. In a world where Pakistan often feels vulnerable and disrespected, a sophisticated missile program is seen as a great equalizer. It's a symbol of scientific achievement, of self-reliance, of sovereignty. It's a message to the world, don't mess with us. For many Pakistanis, seeing that missile on a pedestal is a source of security and a testament to the nation's indigenous technical prowess. It's a big, shiny, metallic symbol of defiance, but it's also a stunning paradox. You have these monuments to incredible technological achievement standing in cities that are struggling with basic infrastructure. You have billions of dollars being poured into the defense budget, while the education and healthcare systems are crumbling. The missile on the roundabout is a perfect, almost surreal symbol of the nation's priorities, or some would say, its misplaced priorities. It's a reflection of a national psyche shaped by decades of insecurity and conflict. The focus has been on survival, on projecting strength, on defending the borders at all costs. While that's understandable, it's also heartbreaking. You look at that missile and you can't help but wonder what could have been built instead. How many schools, how many hospitals, how many roads could that technology and money have created? It's a symbol of both strength and struggle, a source of both pride and profound sadness. Finally, we come to something that every single Pakistani knows intimately: load shedding. That's the euphemism for the rolling, scheduled, and often unscheduled power cuts that plunge entire cities into darkness for hours on end. It's a national frustration, a daily inconvenience, and a constant reminder of systemic failure. On the surface, it's a terrible thing to have to live with. There is absolutely nothing to love about your power going out in the middle of a 45-degree-Celsius summer day, and yet, it has shaped the national character in profound ways. It's become a metaphor for resilience itself. Life doesn't stop when the lights go out. Conversations continue in the dark, lit by the glow of mobile phones. Shopkeepers fire up their wheezing generators. Families gather on rooftops to catch a breeze. An entire parallel system of batteries, UPS devices, and generators has been built to cope. It's a masterclass in adaptation. People have learned to live with and work around the darkness. There's a strange communal rhythm to it. The collective groan when the power goes, and the collective sigh of relief when it returns. It's a shared struggle that cuts across all social classes. It forces a pause, a break from the digital world. In a weird way, it can bring people together. Kids play outside, neighbors chat over their walls. It's an enforced nationwide moment of disconnection that, ironically, can lead to real-world connection. In a darker sense, perhaps this constant state-sanctioned practice of living in darkness is an unintended national training program. It's preparation for a future that might be even more uncertain, more deprived. It's building a population that knows how to function when the systems we rely on collapse. It's a terrible thing to have to learn, but it's a powerful skill to have. Load shedding is the ultimate symbol of Pakistan, a frustrating failure on one hand and a source of incredible, unintended strength on the other. So there you have it. 10 things we love about a country that is, by any measure, deeply complicated. Pakistan is a land of staggering contradictions. It's a place of immense warmth and frustrating dysfunction, of breathtaking beauty and heartbreaking poverty, of ancient wisdom and youthful fire. It's a country that can lift you up with its generosity and poetry one moment and drive you to despair with its chaos the next. It's not an easy place to love, and it's certainly not a simple story. But maybe that's the point. The story of Pakistan isn't meant to be simple. It's a rich, messy, and intensely human narrative. It's found in the resilience of its people, the soul of its poetry, the genius of its street-level innovations, and even in the shared struggle of a power cut. To love Pakistan is to embrace the paradox. It's to see the light in the darkness, to find the hope within the hardship, and to appreciate the beauty that not only survives but thrives in the middle of the madness. It's a love that requires patience, a sense of humor, and a whole lot of heart. It's a recognition that despite the headlines and the hardships, this is a place of profound depth and unwavering spirit. It's a place that gets under your skin and stays there. And for all its flaws and all its challenges, that is something truly worth loving. Thank you for watching.